Tips and hacks to kickstart your career in the music industry. Hey, music fans and people who want to be rock stars! Do you want to be famous in the music business? Play your guitar in front of a stadium full of people or hear your songs on the radio? You're in for a treat. We're about to go on an exciting adventure into the music business. There, we'll find some great tips and tricks that will help you start your career and make your musical dreams come true. This article will show you how to be successful in the music business, whether you want to be a singer-songwriter, a music producer, or a passionate musician who wants to make a name for yourself. We will talk about the insider tips for everything from improving your musical skills to figuring out how to work in this very complicated business. Why working in the music business is appealing. With its glitz, glamour, and undeniable cultural impact, the music business has a magnetic pull that brings in thousands of dreamers every year. This is the place where creativity and fame meet, where art and business meet, and where melodies can be the background music for millions of lives. Our goal with this article is to give you all the information you need to make your mark on this big, interesting world. We'll divide our advice into sections that are easy to understand. Each section will cover an important part of a music career, from developing your musical talent to understanding contracts and royalties. Developing your musical skills. Practice is the most important thing for any musician. To really master an instrument or a voice, one must practice, try new things, and think critically about themselves. Like a never-ending journey, getting better at music is an ongoing process where each step brings you closer to your goals. Don't give up on your practice sessions. Remember that it's not just how much you practice that matters, but how well you practice. Getting to know different types and styles of music. Being exposed to different types of music can really help your creativity. This helps you understand the huge range of music styles and opens your ears to new sound possibilities. Not only does listening to music from different genres expand your musical vocabulary, it also gives you a lot of ideas that can help you create your own sound. Working together with other musicians and teachers, this is a very important part of getting better at music. You can learn a lot from other musicians' experience and ideas when you jam with them. You might not get these ideas on your own. Similarly, if you want to become a musician, it's helpful to find a mentor who can help you, give you feedback, and inspire you with their knowledge and experience. Keep in mind that music is a language that everyone speaks. The more you work with other artists, the better you will get. Putting together your own brand, building a unique artist identity is very important in the music business. It's not just about your sound, it's also about making an image and persona that people can relate to. Your identity is a reflection of your values, personality, and musical goals, and it goes hand in hand with your art. Make yourself stand out from the crowd and connect with your listeners more deeply by creating a unique identity. How to make your online presence stand out. In this digital world, any musician who wants to make it must have a strong online presence. This goes beyond just posting on social media. Your online presence should clearly show who you are as an artist, show off your skills, and connect with your fans. The power of music to tell stories. Music is all about telling stories. Songs that tell a story, make us feel something, or bring us together are the ones we remember. Your own story, experiences, and points of view can all be used to make powerful music stories. By including your stories in your songs, you let people into your world and make your music more powerful and relatable. Strategies for making and promoting content that gets shares. The best way to get noticed on social media is to make content that people want to read and share. Knowing your audience, what they like, and the kind of content that speaks to them can help you decide what to write. Also, if you want to promote your content well, you need to know how each platform works, use the right hashtags, and work with other artists or influencers. Remember that consistency is key. Posting regularly not only keeps you in people's minds, but it also tells social media algorithms that your content is interesting, which increases your chances of being featured. Working together and networking. Working together and making connections are important parts of a successful music career. They give you chances to learn, grow, and get noticed, all of which can greatly benefit your career. Getting in touch with people in the music business and other musicians. Making connections with people who work in the music business and other musicians can lead to new ideas and opportunities. Go to music events, seminars, and workshops to meet people who like the same things you do. Take part in online music communities and forums to learn new things and get advice. Remember that networking is all about making real connections with people. so always be grateful for the time and ideas others share. The art of collaborating and co-writing, using different skills and ideas to make new and exciting music together can help your music career move faster. You get to try out new styles and techniques, and your audience grows as you reach out to the networks of the people you work with. Respect each other's creative process and remember that the goal is to make a piece of music that shows off the best of everyone who worked on it, using your network to find job opportunities. Opportunities can come from the people you know. You might get gigs, record deals, or even work with other artists. Because of this, you should always let your network know about your music, upcoming projects, and any big career events. Ask for introductions or referrals on your own, and always be ready to do the same for others. Remember that a strong network is built on trust and support for each other. Putting together and recording your music. More and more people are recording at home, especially now that high-quality recording equipment is easier to find and cheaper. Spend money on a good microphone, headphones, and an audio interface you can trust. Learn how to use digital audio workstations, DAWs, for recording and spend some time learning how to mix and master your music. Remember that practice and patience are very important. Every recording session is a chance to learn something new. Why studios and producers are important. Professional studios and producers have a big impact on how your music sounds. They know how to get the best sound and have the right tools and spaces that are soundproofed. Producers can also be creative by giving their thoughts on arrangements, performances, and the recording's overall direction. It might cost more, but professionally produced music can be worth it because of how good it sounds and how polished it is. How to effectively release and distribute your music. After you've recorded and produced your music, the next important step is to get it out there. When picking the right release date, you should think about things like competition, industry trends, and how you plan to promote the movie. Use digital platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube to share your music. Keep your audience interested by sending them updates and teasers often before the release. You might also want to think about physical releases like CDs or vinyl for special events or for people who really love music. How to understand royalties and contracts. To get into the music business, you often have to deal with a lot of contracts and legal agreements. These papers make it official the connections between artists and people who work in the music business, like record labels, managers, and producers. They spell out things like payment, who owns the intellectual property, how long the agreement lasts, and more. Because of this, it is very important to understand the basics of music contracts. As an artist, you need to know about your rights, know how to negotiate, and be familiar with standard contract clauses. Royalties, licenses, and other ways to make money. If you are a musician, royalties and licensing fees are likely to be your main sources of income. Copyright holders like artists, songwriters, and publishers get paid royalties when their work is used. These can be earned in a number of ways, such as through album sales, streaming services, and radio airplay. When you license, on the other hand, you let other people use your music in movies, commercials, or other media, usually for a fee. To make sure you're getting paid fairly for your work, you need to know about these sources of income. The importance of legal counsel and knowledge of the industry. Because the music business is so complicated legally, it is very important to have legal counsel who knows the business. You can understand contracts, get better terms, and make sure your rights are protected with the help of a good entertainment lawyer. In addition to hiring a lawyer, it's also important to learn more about the business. How to get around the live music scene. Live shows are a must if you want to make it in the music business. It can be strategic to book gigs, requiring careful planning and thought about things like the venue, the type of audience, and the other artists on the bill. Getting to know venue owners and event organizers can lead to great opportunities. You might also want to host shows with other artists or bands in the same genre as you. This can help you split the costs and reach more people, getting people involved and making shows that people will remember. For a live performance to go well, you need to connect with the audience. Get your fans involved by performing with a lot of energy, talking to the crowd and telling personal stories or explaining the ideas behind your songs. Remember that shows that people remember often get spread through word of mouth, which can help you get more fans. Tips and things to think about when touring. It's important to plan ahead for touring because it can be a great way to reach new people. Think about things like travel costs, where to stay, and how much money you could make from selling tickets and merchandise when planning a tour. Also, make sure your tour schedule is manageable and look into the best cities and venues for your music. getting where you want to be in the music business. If you want to be a musician, you should have big dreams and never forget how powerful your passion and hard work can be. There may be hard times ahead on this journey you're taking, but your unwavering determination and love of music will see you through. What passion and strategy can do for you? Your drive comes from your passion, but strategic planning shows you the way. By combining your love of music with smart business sense, you can find your way through the music business and make a name for yourself. Remember that in the music business, every note counts, every song has a story, and every show is a chance to touch someone's heart. You can reach your goal if you keep going after it.